Let me explain to you what a trust is in 4 minutes. What is a trust? It is not an investment nor an insurance policy. Trust is a legal document containing the rights to inheriting assets. Often, it is to determine how one's asset is to be managed or distributed under the legal framework. For a start, the establishment of a trust involves 3 main parties. They include the settlor, the trustee, and the beneficiaries. How many types of trust can we establish? To put it simply, there are basically 2 different types of trust. The first is known as a standby trust. The second is known as a living trust. Forming a standby trust, it is like having a trustee prepare an empty box for you. The trustee will commence its executions of the trust deed upon your death. It will collect all of your asset named under the trust and subsequently manage or distribute them in accordance with your wishes in the trust deed. Forming a living trust is similar to having a trustee to prepare a box. You then transfer your asset into the box. The asset shall be managed by your trustee. Most clients will transfer a portion of their asset into their own living trust for protection and greater benefits. They will, of course, manage their assets which are not transferred into their living trust. What types of assets are suitable to be managed by a trust? They include cash, life insurance policy, real estate, and shares of a business, as long as these assets are lawful to be placed under a trust. But among all asset classes, most would transfer a sum of cash into their living trust. What are the advantages of managing cash with having a living trust? First, speed of distribution. Your beneficiary shall have access to the cash in your living trust in just 7 days. It is faster than receiving a sum assured from all your life insurance policy and your other estate from your will. Trust, it is provide swift cash to your beneficiary for expenses and relief during emergency that will help tide your family over while the estate are frozen. Second, emergency funds. Your beneficiary could use the cash within to pay for the legal expenses which are related to the inheritance of your estate upon your death. This would include the application fees to obtain the letter of administration or grant of probate, memorandum of transfer of your properties, and funeral-related expenses. The entire process of distributing your estate to your beneficiary is lengthy and be a heavy burden on your beloved family. It would take a little more than 1 year to be fully expedited. Hence, it is helpful if you can allocate a reasonable amount of cash from living trust for your beneficiary to cover any legal expenses and living expenses for that durations. Third, enhance wealth. We are helping our clients to preserve the purchasing power of their wealth and trust beating inflation. As such, your beneficiary will inherit more cash than the amount you had placed into it initially. In addition, you are able to preserve the cash within the living trust from any potential mismanagement by your beneficiaries. WG Legacy is an estate planning firm that specializes in trust formations in both Malaysia and Singapore. We have offered 3,000 plus clients proper estate planning services to protect and preserve their financial wealth. Please feel free to contact our professional estate planners if you have any enquiries on how you can best protect your wealth for yourself and your family members.